welcome to the first Lego Talks of Time.
Woo!
I'm here
Hello.
with Kev, my co-creator,
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
and our wonderful guest, Michael, has joined us, Dr. Livingston.
Hi guys.
Already breaking the rules of Lego that do not exist.
There's no rules.
Exactly, there are no rules to
That's
Lego.
the whole point.
Yeah, that is the whole point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're here to have a bit of fun. Kev, why don't you tell us what we're doing?
Sure. So the concept behind this is that we sit down with a special guest for an hour or so. We just build with Legos and just kind of see what organic conversation comes to rise. We might have a couple prepared questions, but most of the most important part is when we get talking while we're building and we're not really thinking about what we're talking about. That's the magic of Lego talk, which is the concept. It's like a Zen state of mind where you're half thinking about what you're saying, but you're also building. It leads
Nice.
to really fun conversations.
Yeah.
So.
And because you couldn't find a special guest, you guys got me. Is that?
You are a very
You are
special
very,
guest.
yeah. You're
Okay, like you're our second special guest because we also have another special
That is
guest.
Well, else we got
Eleanor was joining
my
us.
daughter
Yes.
Eleanor is joining us.
Yeah. Can I make sure that
Hello.
Michael doesn't break the Lego rules?
Right. She's gonna keep an eye on me,
the arbiter of Lego.
keep me in line.
Yeah. So lovely people can hear us. That sounds good. Yeah. So today our prompt is Waygate. Tweeter of Chaos will love that. Shout out to Nils for this, by the way.
Amazing.
Big
Yeah.
thank you to Nils for printing and sending this overseas to get to me at
Yeah.
Con. Thank you so much.
With-
It's incredible.
Did you ask him for this?
No.
No. He just
Completely unprompted.
did. He know Waygate was our prompt,
No.
so he
Complete-
just decided to send you a Waygate.
Yeah, and it just worked out perfectly.
That is the wheel weaving.
That
is amazing.
At their
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah. So we'll have a different prompt every time we do this. Today's prompt is Waygate, and we have our guide, but we can build whatever our interpretation of a Waygate
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So there'll be clicking of Legos and crinkling of bags. We have a rather large collection of
We have
Legos.
a lot of Legos.
We
Um,
Yeah.
brought about 1,000 with us.
Yeah. So we can build whatever size Waygate we like. But let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
And Michael, we'd love to know how is this your second JordanCon now? You were here last year, but
I was here last year. I've been previous years as well.
Okay.
Yeah. JordanCon is. I mean, I want to tell you all is awesome.
Mhm.
Right. There is just something about this community that is special, right? And special things happen at JordanCon.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Special
absolutely.
things
Witnessed
happen.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
You've witnessed them. Some
Oh,
very
I've just
recently.
realised what you're going on about then.
Well played. Well played.
I actually was upstairs in the room talking to Grace before. I was like, I bet that comes up. Just randomly, as we chatted, it would come up. And then I'd forgotten by the time we got down here and set up.
It can't be shocking that it's come up.
No, it's not shocking.
Just get out of the way at the start,
Yeah.
Out of the way to start, yes.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you very much. Yeah.
Again,
There's,
congratulations.
Apparently there's a podcast recording with everyone who was involved.
Oh.
Oh my
They
goodness.
got together a couple of weeks ago and just talked about everything they've been up to because Grace has been planning this for like 8 months.
Good for
That's
her.
incredible.
Yeah. So it's been pretty crazy. So I look forward to listening to that podcast recording.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe even adding my own thoughts to it.
More like
I
a
don't know.
commentary at director's cut.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Right.
do a reaction to it or
Right.
something like that. So
Oh.
it's
Just incredible. And this is one of the things that I talked about in the in Origins of the Wheel of Time, right? The communities like having this children that are named for characters in the Wheel of Time and people who came together and fell in love because of the Wheel of Time. That is an amazing thing that not a lot of communities can boast,
that is very true.
and we can. It's really incredible.
Welcome to Lego Talks of Time, Vance.
Hello.
We're chatting about the magic of JordanCon at the moment, and we're building the Waygates. So, yeah, this is done by Nils. So
That's fantastic. Are you coming to the tweeter of chaos? Is that fantastic?
this unintentionally so.
Are you doing a notice me senpai kind of thing?
Sorry,
Notice me senpai. That's the anime.
Okay, right.
No comment.
No
No
comment.
comment.
So if you had a favorite part of JordanCon, apart from playing with Legos, obviously,
A favorite
part of JordanCon.
Oh, favorite part.
Yeah. Outside of Legos.
Outside the Legos, because obviously
Outside
Legos is
Legos.
number one.
What would be my favorite part of JordanCon? I think it would be the friendly faces that I see, right? And getting to the point now where I guess people remember me or whatever, right? And so say hi,
Yeah.
right? And like, wow, that's amazing. We were strangers, and now we're not. And I like that. That community that develops over time. And you have this with lots of fandoms, but with Wheel of Time, everybody's just so much nicer to each other, I think, than in some
They are
fandoms.
very nice to each
You
other.
know,
That is true.
and it's pretty magical that way.
I agree.
So I love the fandom. I am a fan, so it's
Super fan even.
well, I don't know what counts as a super fan.
I have no idea anymore. the concept of super fan has been blurred. I'm like, I think we're all. If you're here, you're probably.
If you're
a super
here,
fan.
you're a
That's,
super
that's
fan.
fair.
Yeah.
And fans are all, you fan the way you want to fan,
Yeah, of course. Whatever you have time.
and we just should be happy in the fact that we're able to do this together. And
Yeah. Because a few years ago we weren't.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
And then the following year was very limited.
Yep.
So it's good that we
Yeah.
can keep doing this.
no, we're very, very fortunate.
Do you remember which one of your first Jordan Con you made it to was?
It was the first one I made it to. The first one, man, what was it? It wasn't here.
Has it not always been here?
Yeah, it's not always been
No,
here.
it's news to me.
Oh,
I mean, in this hotel.
right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was in a different hotel.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, what year? I don't know. I have to go back and look. It was right after I had given. So I gave that speech inducting as part of the induction of Jim into the South Carolina Academy of Authors, and it was there that I was sort of grabbed by people, and they said, we need you to come to this con and sort of give your speech there for people, and that was my first time. I was brought as I think they called it a special guest or something, and been trying to come as much as possible ever since.
Love it.
Because I never thought I'd be coming in the position I'm coming in now, which is
As a minor celebrity status.
that's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable.
It is.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You handle it very well, though.
With grace and poise.
I appreciate that.
Like, every time you talk, you always leave people laughing, especially when you can't. Like, well, can I answer that?
Can I answer that? No, I can't
Oh,
answer
yeah.
that. I can't answer that.
You had a great panel on the first day as well. It was very, very good.
Oh, the interview.
Yeah, that was my first panel for Jordan Con, so it was a very good one.
Oh,
Of
excellent.
course, this is your first year.
This is
isn't
my
it, Kev?
first year. Yeah.
Oh man, well, welcome. Welcome. It. I love. I'm an introvert, and I think everybody here is probably, except for a few,
I would say there's a reasonable number here.
a
Yes.
few crazy souls. But you just kind of fake it, right? And on something like that,
Yeah.
just get up, do my thing, hopefully make people smile, and everything will be swell after that.
I think a lot of people smile whenever you talk Michael.
It's true. It's true.
You're too kind.
No,
You're too kind.
Genuinely engaging to listen to. It's
Undeserved. You wouldn't be saying that if I wasn't.
We might.
no. There are you can be a fan of someone famous or knowledgeable or high up in whatever situation or fandom or collection of people, and they can be really insightful about things or really. They have all the details or the knowledge you want or be an incredible actor or whatever it might be. But when you actually talk to them, they might just be, a bucket full of dry paint.
Yeah.
Like,
The charisma
okay.
has to come from a natural place.
Yes.
Well,
So,
it's easy here because everybody's
That is
so
true.
amazing, right?
That's true.
That's true.
There's no pressure. There's no worry.
I love how this is going. Michael is clearly trying to build the Waygates. I am clearly just putting anything. I'm not even sure how I'm going to finish this.
You're just going to town.
I
man.
am just going to. I had to use these gates.
I love the fence.
Yeah, the gates.
Yeah,
The gates are
I had
legit.
to do the gates. I saw them and I was like, I need to use them. So. But this is impressive.
This is probably you could probably.
This looks structurally sound as well.
Oh yeah, well you gotta have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the dais is perfect.
You gotta have some structure. It's probably something diagnosable that I immediately. I mean,
feel like
it was
I
like
need to-
build the foundation.
Yeah.
Let's
I need
let's
to
see the pieces.
flip mine around so I can actually build some steps. I realized I can't build any steps into this.
Not with the fences.
So not with the fences back there. So like it doesn't look like a way gate from this side now, but it will on the other side. So there we go. We'll do that.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it does. It probably is. There's probably somebody out there like, well, now we know this about Livingston.
They're analyzing your.
He's got issues.
This is like when the Wheel of Time puts something out that's blurred and the innkeeper unblurs it. Someone's out there analyzing your Lego skills. You know.
Is this allowed, Eleanor? Am I allowed to do that?
Fine.
Fine.
It's
You
been
don't-
approved.
It's been approved.
by the council.
It's now doctrine. I love it.
It is. Building up. Okay,
You're
nice.
building upside down. All
Yeah,
right.
I
Alberto.
see that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's actually a great strategy.
Get some towns.
Yeah, it works perfectly with this with the slide pieces. Like
It
that.
does. Yeah.
You're smart. You know that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very clever.
I don't know how you got to be smart, but them smarts are good.
Yeah. So, and you're going to a lot of cons this year. Going to what con for the first time?
Going to WalkCon for the first
That's
time.
exciting. I've only heard good things about it.
I have heard so many good things about it. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, to be the second guest honor there. This is second year.
It's
Well,
the
first
second
in
year,
our
yes.
hour, so.
Yeah. So
it is the second year, yes.
that
Yeah.
I am excited for. Yeah, I'm hoping to have something I can share. But we'll see. I can't make any promises.
Of course, gotta get
Well,
the approval.
yeah. I mean, you said there were things you were like more confident on now, so maybe you can be Harriet.
That's
you know,
I'm kind of hoping I
maybe,
can sort of.
I know everyone. I mean, people just love to see you anyway.
Oh,
We love to talk Wheel of Time.
Oh,
You know, so but I'm sure that's exciting when you can share more things.
it is. I mean, it is kind of. I don't want to say fun is the right word, but funny or whatever. You know, this constant like. No, I can't say that. It would be nice to be able to be like, yes, I can say that, and here it is, right? So, hopefully that'll happen.
I've got my fingers crossed for Wheel of Time Origins Part 2, Even More Origins. That's my current expectation.
That's your current expectation.
Even more origins. Is there an origin to the word origins? Perhaps we could say
Origins of the origins of the Wheel of Time.
Origin,
Yeah, what's the etymology of the word origin?
I mean, this is like the idea, right? Is that hopefully the response is good enough to Origins of the Wheel of Time that that we can pull off something like that and
Yeah.
say, look, the interest is there.
It most certainly is.
Let's do another edition, right? And add in some stuff. But if something like that's going to happen, it's not going to be anytime
Oh,
super soon, right?
I mean, you're a pretty busy writer. You do a lot of stuff.
I try to be.
How? I'm curious. How did you? I mean, why history?
Why
Why
history?
did you? Why did you get into being like a historian? Is that just something you loved at school? Or?
I did. I love history. I think it's amazing. It's so important to understand like who we are, where we came from, and in all sort of all its manifestations, and that fascination, stuck with me from when I was really, really young. And I always thought, wow, could I just do this? Like I would study history if I wasn't paid to do so.
Mhm.
So if I can get paid to do it,
I mean,
Like,
that
that's-
sounds like a winning situation.
yeah, that's like stealing, isn't it? I mean, that's positively amazing.
I suppose it depends how you look at it.
Yeah, I love that
I mean,
idea.
you're giving them knowledge back, so maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love history. It's something that I think we need more of in this world. Like more people thinking about how do we get to where we are? How do we become who we are? Because it helps us connect to one another, and
That is so true.
and we need more connections to each other. So yeah, I love it. Again, I've been just hugely fortunate to have people interested in what I'm doing.
We're going to be noisy for a second, folks.
Be noisy. Be noisy.
I need more yellow. There we go.
Yeah. So it's just been something I've always been doing, and I'm incredibly fortunate that I've got a position at the Citadel that allows me to work on what I want to work on. They don't, I tell them I'm doing a book on the wheel at a time. I'm sure there's lots of colleagues. Nice.
I don't know what I'm going with this.
I love it.
I'm
I
just
love
getting
it.
It's
crazy.
inspired.
I want some sort of step effect on the top. I'm reversing it.
Hey, no judgment. No judgment.
It's
Beautiful.
There's no wrong answers.
This is true.
No wrong
This
answers.
is how it works.
I mean, some are more right than others, but we're gonna not worry
That's
about that.
neither here nor
Yeah.
there.
That sounds like a question for the audience.
So yeah, I'm really the Citadel supports me. I say I'm going to do this kind of book. Hey, they're like, great. What kind of book are you doing now? I'm doing this. Great. I know that not all my colleagues are, in departments in a situation where they have that kind of flexibility and freedom. So, yeah, again, I'm just really, really fortunate.
Yeah.
And grateful for that.
And what do your students think? I'm curious about that. They're like, our teacher is famous?
Are they even fans as well?
I'll occasionally have students that are big fans or whatever, and I do get a lot of, which this shocks me. The students that haven't, this sounds weird, looked me up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right? They're just like he's our teacher, whatever.
Yeah.
And then partway through the semester, I'll come in and say, like, Professor, you're like famous.
You're an award-winning author.
And I'm like, not really, but also it took you this long to Google me? Like, I mean, I don't expect you to Google me, but
we found like 5 different YouTube videos where you're the guest star.
it's weird. What's it like, Eleanor, having me as a dad? Like, do you think about that? Not very often. Is it not worth thinking about much?
It doesn't keep you up at night.
I'm just a guy, right? Yeah. Which is, aw, my daughter called me cool. Everybody,
That's
on the
recorded.
record.
that's
on the
recorded.
record,
That's
yeah.
forever.
That's forever.
That is
I will
forever.
send you that clip.
gonna play that later on in life.
Just when you're like relaxing in the bath, you just need a little pick. Maybe like, I have a cool dad. Oh,
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
It's true. It's happening.
I really don't know what is happening with this. It's very skinny. But
Can you trust a skinny Waygate?
I'll be careful with it.
I'm
That's
playing.
the question. That's the question to answer.
See, this is what happens when you leave things around the con. They get brought back to you in the middle of streams. Thank you very much, Dad. Delusions had it, and then Dan got left with it, and then I didn't see him again yesterday at all. So,
Any luck on finding my bag of lost trolling nipples anywhere?
Last time I saw it, it was with Michael. Actually,
Oh,
Michael.
Michael, you picked up my bag of chalk nipples that I accidentally left in your conference because they were on my lap, and I stood up and they stayed in there forever.
I have no comment
were
on
you
this.
aware there was lost Trolloc nipples? In
I
the
would tell
convention?
you exactly where they were if we were not recording.
Uh,
Since there is a record.
I was unaware of this issue.
They're still at large.
One should keep
yes.
track of one's trollic nipples. I think
Yeah.
is the lesson to be learned there.
Yeah.
Lessons learned at work.
Sentences I never thought I'd say for 300 Alex.
Yeah, it's,
It's a bit of a legend now.
It is- it
It
is
was
a
in your panel,
I know.
and I was giving a couple out because I had like these little circle coins of trollop nipples on them, and
As one does.
yeah, exactly as you do. And I left it on my lap, and then after your panel, we were giving you a standing ovation. Stood up, and I just never looked back.
Oh,
They're lost to the ether now. But,
so it's my fault, really.
well, it was your fault for giving such a great panel that we all stood up for a standing ovation. So.
That
I stumped him. It was a great panel. That's all
it
I'm
was.
saying.
It was.
I
It
appreciate.
was very entertaining.
Yeah, when y'all stood up,
I don't mean to keep embarrassing you.
you tried.
I mean, you must have been used to it by now. They did it at your panel last year.
Yeah, and I couldn't. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way you can do that again." You know, like that's not going to happen. And then everybody did. I was, oh my god! It's like I don't know how Brandon, or obviously he's a much bigger deal than I am.
You might have sold a few more books, maybe.
Only a couple, right?
Only a couple.
How
Right?
people handle this stuff, but I'm like,
I mean, he does write
I'm just like,
Probably
don't cry, don't
5
cry.
or 6 books a week or something. He does write. doesn't he? So,
Yeah. Yeah,
The rate of production.
yeah, just keep it together. Keep it together. Y'all are just super, super kind to me.
Did you do a lot on stage at any point before you started doing conventions?
I mean, as an academic, you're given talks,
true.
right?
That's
So
true. Yeah.
it's really pretty much the same. I mean, it's a different feel, right? You all. I was gonna say it's really different because the academics want to get you, but y'all kind of want to get me too,
A
though,
little bit, yeah.
right?
little bit.
Like, there's still that happening
In the
so-
good way.
Yeah, in a good way, but yeah, I suppose that's still kind of there. Yeah, it's really kind of the same thing. So all I do is, just try and make people laugh. Figure if they're laughing, they're having a good time,
Makes sense to me.
and
That's usually what I hope as well.
yeah, and not laughing at me, right? That's pretty key.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully with me, and yeah, just like, hey, let's all have a good time. We're all here because we love this thing.
What thing is that?
Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time.
Oh,
Wheel of
no,
Time.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Wheel of Time.
Sorry, I thought we were back to the trolley.
No, we're not on the truck.
Although
Yeah.
Daniel Haney does love the bird truck.
He does. That was a big deal for us. That was my question I submitted about which favorite trollop type they all have, and him saying bird trollop was a very special moment.
That was a special moment for you?
Yeah, we always joke that. So there is you've watched obviously. There's a avian style, I believe is how he worded it.
Yes.
Troll.
Right.
Has a beak and feathers and things of that nature. And we've always talked that it just doesn't get enough love.
Mhm.
Everyone's like, these Trollocs are cool. There's always the other Trollocs on screen. Where are the bird Trollocs?
We're the bird
Oh,
trolls.
underrated.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
The
it was
birds.
very satisfying to hear that.
Everybody on the show seems like they're amazing people.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where the casting is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm so happy that they got.
They all seem really excited for their parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genuinely very invested in their characters from the get-go.
Yeah. Good people. So
I've made a boo-boo. I put this down here and now I can't get it back
Oh, no.
out.
They usually come with those weird things. I don't know if
Is there a weird
those
thing?
little orange thingies that you can use. This.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little
Maybe you
orange.
can use a fence.
Maybe I can dig a fence under it. Yeah, that's not a bad
Use
shout.
a fence to dig it up. I like it.
Must be creative.
This is true. So you have more books coming out in your other series that you've been writing?
I've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah, we gave one away on Threefold Talk yesterday. Mel came and got it signed during your signing.
Oh,
And then
really?
We gave it away to one of our foldies on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Was that like something from Shards?
Shards, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Mel was raving about it. Everyone has to read this book. It's amazing.
Oh, that's
She's
awesome.
3/4 of the way through reading herself. And so she bought another copy for you to sign so we could give it
Oh,
away to
my
fans.
goodness.
Yeah.
So Shards of interesting. Shards of Heaven, that came out, years ago. The first book, and I finished all three. I didn't want to be one of those authors. I won't name names.
One.
Who don't finish things. And so yeah, I finished the series, and it didn't get much publicity or whatever. Kind of nothing really happened. So yeah, it's actually out of print.
Oh wow.
That book is. So that's one of the last copies around right now.
That's amazing.
It's a collector's edition.
It's a collector's edition now. Yeah. So we
Where's your Rob? Is it Roberts?
Robert, yeah.
Yeah, he's here somewhere.
He's here somewhere. Yeah. So
Yeah, we have to tell him not to put it back in print for a while.
we clawed back
Hike
the
up the
rights.
price.
We clawed back the rights, and
Amazing.
so I mean, I clawed back. Like they were really cool about it, you know. And I was like, I don't feel like much is going on your end, so I want the rights back so I can maybe do something with it.
Yeah.
And so that's where it is. It's actually back in my hands, and now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So I'm actually trying to decide right now. You know, am I going to try and do like a new self-tub kind of version of that? We're going to sell the rights to another publishing house. We'll see. Obviously, you know, it's nice that some people are getting interested in it now. Because I think it's a great book. I believe in the book. People have read it, seem to like it.
That is, I mean, Mel was raving, and I do mean raving about it. So
When did you start writing this one?
The Shards of Heaven. When did I start writing it?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was years ago. So that, you know, that series, you know, I finished the third and final book. But, you know, I don't remember when that was. It's been quite a while. You know, I've written another trilogy since then, fantasy trilogy, which is the Seaborn series.
Yes.
And Seaborn was written as audio exclusive, but the way that contract was, I could do whatever I wanted with it after a certain window.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's a very flexible contract.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And so that is now coming out in print copy.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, so we've signed for that, which is going to be really, really awesome. Because again, it's a book I really believe in, and yeah, that'll be coming out. I'm hoping next year's Jordan Con, the print versions of Seaborn are out, at least of the first book. It's a trilogy. Now they're all written, so hopefully it'll be out.
Should be, in theory, easy to put through them.
In theory, yeah.
Something to put on the agenda for next year.
Yes. I think that'd be swell because I'm going to be guest of honor here next year.
Nice.
It'd be nice to have, you know, here's this thing by me, and everybody will buy it, and it'll be a bestseller, and I'll be rich.
And then you can.
A boy can dream.
Yeah.
A boy can dream.
Yeah.
Not that it would change much because I'd still just be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. What's life without a dream?
What's life without a dream? That's right. Yeah, man.
This looks very complete. I'm.
I like that you've even got.
Yeah,
the
you've even.
swirl.
Oh wow.
I'm trying.
I'm definitely the
I'm not doing
amateur
that.
Legoist right now.
Oh, I like the columns there, man.
Oh,
I started adding a little bit of flourish on the top too. That
It's like a little. Columns,
I did notice all the
columns of
circular
Viridian
ones
here.
had disappeared, and I had a notice you'd been building columns. I was like, I got two here. Where did the rest go?
Where'd the rest go?
they're all intermixed. There's like a few
Yeah.
grays over
Goal
here. There's some whites.
That's okay.
There's
Goal
always
it.
more columns.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just want to keep doing what I love doing. I mean, doesn't everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, if I could do things like this for a living, that would be heaven for me. I completely appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to go. How my friends describe it, I've got to go sling some burgers
Well,
to keep paying the bills.
Yep.
I tell you, this is better than academic conferences. So, academic
I imagine
conferences.
there's a different type of.
It's a different feel.
nerdery?
It's
I
a
can
different
say- I
feel.
can understand that,
Yeah.
It's a different feel.
Did I get? I bet their details are a lot more. The details, their questions are a lot more detailed. I imagine.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are and they aren't, right? You know, if I'm giving a talk on the Battle of Agincourt, you know, I'm expecting to fend off, you know, sort of attacks in some way, right?
Yep.
And here it's I'm trying to fend off giving away something, which is a different mode.
Yeah, that is very different.
But also wanted to have fun doing it. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I know y'all trying to get things out of me.
Well, I mean, who was it that someone tweeted about getting secrets out of you yesterday? And I was like, just get him to open the gin, I believe I said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that example comes from Rafe, because Rafe got on some G&Ts and like, I'm going to answer questions, you know, so you can blame Rafe for that example.
That's
yeah.
Rafe's bet. Yeah, somebody. It was probably that person was was saying, you need to come down and come drinking with us.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Try to catch you at the bar.
And I was like, well, that's pretty unspecific. Like, there's a big hotel. Where am I going?
Yeah, and there's 2 bars as well.
There's 2 bars. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
So,
But yeah, it's one of the things that's fun about something like this. There's stuff going on.
do you get to see much of the con the rest of the time? Or bogarting your time, Lance? I mean, I know you had like 4 different things you were on, the book signing.
Yeah,
panel,
I did quite a few things.
Yeah.
You get to see a bit of the con. Never kind of as much as you want,
Right.
which is a little bit of a bummer. But for me, the con is mostly walking through the lobby and
Chatting with people.
chatting with people,
Yeah.
right? That's great because people want. It may seem strange to me, but people want to see me and talk to me, and so that's awesome.
Doesn't
Let's
seem
do
strange
that.
to me.
Well,
I'll admit, I was shy a few times. I saw you, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna bother him. He's been bothered all weekend. I'll wait till my special sit down with him to actually have a conversation with him. I can hold myself back.
I get the same. I'm like, I talked to that person. I've seen them a few times. And like, lots of people here won't have got a chance to talk to Michael.
Yeah.
I'll catch Michael around at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's kind of your whatever, but you shouldn't feel shy about that because, look, that's why I'm here, right?
That's true.
If you're missing that chance, and I say that as somebody who's mostly been on the other side, and I didn't talk to that person because I was too shy, or I just didn't want to bother them. They looked busy, and then later on, dang, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have taken that opportunity, and I didn't.
That is true.
So yeah, never be shy.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
What
Just
is
don't
this?
never corner an author in the bathroom. That's the rule.
Please tell me that hasn't happened.
Oh, of course it's
Do you
happened.
have an anecdote
Oh,
that you wouldn't mind sharing?
Not that I want to share publicly.
that's fair. That's
That
fair.
is the valid answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a no-go zone, y'all.
Yeah.
Just take away from that audience as you will. Do not corner an author in the bathroom.
Right.
I mean, really, don't corner anyone in the bathroom.
Don't.
Yeah,
corner the
that
bathroom.
should be a
Don't
true.
Yeah, it's not exclusive to authors. I mean, if people corner me in a bathroom, I'm going to be upset. So
Yeah. Not cool. Not cool. But
I don't write anything. So.
but again, even that I kind of I understand it. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't somebody intending to make things uncomfortable, whatever. But she's like, oh my god, there you are.
Yeah.
But also I'll be out, soon.
Yeah.
So
We don't have to talk in the bathroom.
This is a very personal environment.
right, if we just skip that.
Like guards down.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it happens. It's all right.
Wow.
It's all right.
I can only imagine some of the crazy things people have asked if they're asking in a bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask what they are because obviously that's not. But
You
What
get-
do the people in Randland wipe with?
yeah, my God. Yeah, just
People are curious about stuff.
people
Yeah.
are curious about stuff. This is true. So
It's good, and it is this kind of I don't know, I have the answers idea or whatever, and so people want to get the answers.
you're the man with you're the current man with all the mysteries.
I don't know. I don't think that way, but
Do you feel like you've got a secret burning a hole in your pocket that you can't wait to write down at this point?
a secret burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
Anis would be particularly interested in this. Anis is so he's a good friend. He's one of the innkeepers. Innkeeper Anis, and he adores secrets.
Yeah. It's a big
He
secret.
does.
There's always another secret, and we do mean this. He has secrets even from probably the innkeeper himself.
Yeah.
He keeps secrets from everybody.
That's pretty good.
So yeah,
That is
He's
pretty
a
good.
clever guy.
he's very clever. He likes to ferret them out as well. So
There's still secrets.
I'm not saying you don't have to let it burn out of the pocket, but it's more
Yeah,
like, is there one that you're like, I can't wait till I get a chance to write this down so people
There's-
can actually know about.
There are things that I wish I could talk about.
That's fair. That makes sense.
That I wish I could talk about, and I can't, and I understand why I can't, and so it's fine.
So we'll all be
Right.
patient.
It's fine, and we'll see. When that day comes, if it comes, hopefully it comes.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be a good time, right?
I'm sure it will be.
In Origins Part 2.
Yes.
In Origins Part 2, the expanded edition or something.
Or he'll just be really sneaky and slip it into a story he writes.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Slip it into one of my own things.
Yeah, one of your own things. Yeah, with your own characters, and
just be like, oh yeah, this is actually a hidden reference to.
You know,
See if anybody catches
why
it.
Pater is the best dark friend. You know, or something silly.
Yeah. He's actually the mastermind behind them all, you know.
Yeah, that would be incredible, wouldn't it? Imagine if that had been the 10-year secret. It hadn't been that Lanfear was still alive, but it was that Pater had survived the hanging and was secretly, I don't know, secretly
Secretly
the
running
Dark
everything.
One, or so. Yeah, secretly in charge of everything. That
That was Shidar Haran's corporeal form.
Yes.
And they had to, turn him into a Fade after he was exposed as Pater.
Yes,
That'd be pretty
I love
legit.
That is.
This is
Oh,
what
that
theories are
theory
made
or
of.
the
That theory.
That theory. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that theory.
there we go. We've just that does sound
Confirmed.
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 That's
You heard it here first, folks.
Pater's going to be very happy on Twitter.
Yes, Pater will be very happy on Twitter. That's just reminding me of. So, do you know what Idol is?
The what now?
What Idol?
What Idol? Yeah.
Yes. Did you watch any of them?
I did watch some of them. I did watch
Did
some
you-
of them.
Pater had an entry.
I don't know that I saw Pater's entry.
It was a very good entry.
It was very Pater-esque, I will say.
Aha. I'll
I,
have to watch
I
that.
don't want to ruin it for you, but I'll find the link and send it to you afterwards. Because and if you've not watched it, folks who are watching this, you really should check it out because it's called Shaitan. And as soon as the song gets going, you'll probably figure out where it's going to go, and it's brilliant.
Oh God.
So it is brilliant.
Yeah, it's the creativity of this community never ceases to amaze
Mm.
because it really is amazing.
Oh, it is
like the
incredible.
things y'all can do. I mean, like this, for instance, right?
Just creating this Waygate and sending it overseas, the level of effort and just, I didn't ask for this. I obviously, he knows I like Waygates.
Right.
Because I like to appeal to the tutor of chaos on every occasion I can. But it's just out of the nicest of their hearts and
Yeah.
their creativity. They have this energy. They want to put it into the community, and then
Yeah.
the community takes it and they give it back to.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. The cake.
The cake was
incredible.
fantastic.
Oh, the cake was incredible. It was a charity auction, folks.
Amazing. And there was, her name's just falling out of my head. Does the leather
Penny?
work?
Is it Penny?
Does a Triargon?
Penny did the cake.
Penny did the cake. Oh, sorry.
No, the leather work.
Trium.
Trim, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, that satchel she made.
Oh, it's incredible.
And the book cover for Origins.
Oh, she made a book cover for Origins? I didn't know that.
She did, yeah. Gave it to Dusty Wheel.
Oh, wow.
It's a leather, and it has the map,
The updated map.
the updated
Oh,
map
nice.
all around it, and then has on the back of it "Magic is real," all this stuff. She asked me to sign it. I'm like, I don't want to put my name on this beautiful piece of leather. Okay though, if that's what you like, okay, but
Yeah. I mean, that's a big collector's item, I would say.
I mean,
Skyrocket in value.
Yeah.
it would have been good, except this guy put his name on it.
Can you imagine that in an auction years from now, one of a kind leather, a bookcase for the Origins of all time, and then they put anything that's wrong with it, and there's a little note. Unfortunately, someone has written on one corner.
Someone has written on it, in Sharpie. Ugh.
In Sharpie of all things.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Can't wash it off ever.
But seeing that kind of stuff, I would have never thought somebody would do that. And how did she do that? Right? There's the map. How did you put that in leather?
It's incredible. I asked her to come because she comes to my convention in Europe.
Oh, awesome.
She'll be coming in September. She came last year as well. And I said to her, I would love for you to do a class, a craft class or something. Whatever you can bring, I'll pay for luggage if you need space. And, show people how you make some of this. And she's like, well, I can't bring the laser printer because that's huge. And I can't do the hammer punching because it requires a giant slab to bang on. If I do it on a table, it's just going to wobble and the table might break because it's really heavy duty. So I can't bring that. But there's loads of other things I could do. And it was really, so I think she's going to do some stitching and maybe some drawing to frame things out or something like that. Yeah, she was super excited.
When is your con?
September 8th and 9th.
September 8th and 9th. Okay.
So if you're in Manchester.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, that's right when my semester always starts.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
of course, that makes
Right.
sense. Yeah.
So it's something like this I'm able to do because I just take off a day.
Yeah.
Able to just pop up. But otherwise
Yeah, when
during
you
the
have to
school,
fly somewhere, it's a little different.
it's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
During the summer, obviously, then I'm like, whatever,
Yeah.
because I'll be over there.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's great.
Shooting a documentary in England this summer,
Oh wow!
and
Are you allowed to say what about?
nobody told me I wasn't supposed to.
I mean,
We would love to.
that
It's
that's
on Owen
yeah.
Glendower.
Sorry,
Owen Glendower,
Owen Glendower.
yeah, the Welsh hero.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, the English
That
call him
level.
Glendower.
Oh,
Uh,
I recognize that name.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the butchered name. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
There
the
we go.
butchered one.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
butchered
yeah,
one.
we
I'm
know
with
that
you
one.
now. Yes.
Yeah, so doing I wrote a book on him. Time is weird now, post pandemic. Some years ago, and yeah, they're going to do a show on that. So I'll be shooting in Wales for that this summer, but I'm probably going to be over in Europe for a good month plus this summer. So
Okay, are we visiting Prague or anything like that, or maybe a set?
I don't have any plans to go to Prague. Is that where you're at?
No, that's where
Oh.
that's where they're filming for Wheel of Time.
Oh.
I was
Oh,
fishing to see if you're visiting.
fishing to see if I was no.
This is how we fish for clues.
I've never spoken to anybody involved in anything over there. So
I love that. Well, I think these waygates that we've made are incredible, and even I mean, Elon's adding to this one as well. Like we've got a waygate, and then we've got a. Is this an island in the ways, perhaps, or something? It's a
it's a
castle.
castle. It's a castle. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, this is. She's like
They're
got this
very
angle,
creative use of the.
angle action there.
Yeah. So we'll just move that so we can. Oh, go this way. There we go. Now we can see.
What's this? A ballerina.
Ballerina. Oh,
Hot dang!
wow. So
I just tried to build a waygate. That's
yeah,
all
you. I mean, this seems pretty legit. These two here, like.
Yeah, the
This
level,
is matching up a lot.
the scale, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, scale
I tried to get close. Trying to throw the gauntlet down for future guests.
Set the bar high.
Yes.
Yeah. Going for some symmetry.
Very impressive.
Yeah, doing what I can.
Kev's got big pillars, and
I dig the pillars.
the pillars are cool.
If anybody from the show is watching,
I'd love to see pillars like
we
this.
need
Yeah, can we get some
colorful.
pillars?
It's all too gray. Let's get some rock and pastel
Yes, I love that.
pillars.
And then I have some sort of garden. I feel like this is like someone's weird front garden, in effect, not rather than the way gates. So
I like
In
it.
the grove nearby.
this is in the grove nearby. Like it's a bit overgrown. It's a bit crazy. There we go.
They made it very nice.
Yeah, it's where like the
So-
ogre will have like their lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a chill out spot. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Love
one's
that.
not working in so well anymore, but
No.
it's nice and peaceful and
Yeah.
quiet.
I mean, Ogre Large, they need a big seat. So.
It's one seat for one ogre.
Yeah.
Who gets it today?
Yes, it's the first
Who
come
gets
first
it
served
today?
basis. So
This is fun.
yeah, you enjoyed.
Yeah, this is good.
So this
It's
comes
very
from
chill.
Kevin's podcast.
Yes.
Very cool.
He was interviewed on the Lightswork podcast and spoke about this, and they did Lego at the time.
Love
And
it.
I was inspired by it, and Kevin unfortunately just doesn't get a lot of opportunity to do podcasting for it.
Yeah.
So I said we should do this, and then we have fun doing this, and then there's a podcast episode for him to release, and people can
I love it.
either listen or watch whatever they prefer.
So
or-
yeah, after this is done, you can watch the live stream back on Rob's channel. You can find it on my podcast feed
Yeah.
if you just want the audio version. If you're just on the go,
yeah. So-
just a nice listening experience.
So on the drive home, I could
yeah, you can listen to this.
punish myself by
Punish yourself.
hearing myself. I go, oh God, I sound like an idiot. Like, oh God.
For what it's worth, you've been very.
Do you want to listen on the way home? Just listen to me and talking.
We have to do fast
She's
fast
so
editing
kind.
to get it up. But yeah, we
She's
can do that,
so
yeah.
kind.
Yeah. It'll be easy.
Please don't. Please don't.
I mean, we might send you the link once
It's
it's
a
up.
rush
You know.
job. Yeah.
Well, you got to send me a link, right? So I can push it up.
So yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Sweet.
much, Michael. I'm glad
That's
you've
my
enjoyed
pleasure.
it.
It's my pleasure.
It was some trial and error in how this was going to work, and you'll be until the next time Kevin and I are in the same place, the only person who does it in person with us,
That's true. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It'll be virtual.
because it will be virtual every month in between.
Sure. Okay.
So if we get together at another convention, whenever that one is, because we're both different places, then it'll be in person, but it'll be virtual one before that. So
Well, hopefully
you have the pedestal there. For
the
moment.
pedestal. The
Yeah.
pedestal. Legit. Yeah. Hopefully we'll do it again.
I would love
Successful
that.
proof of concept is
Successful proof of
I would love
concept.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I hope you
Cheers.
enjoyed. And where's the outro? There it is. Okay. Bye, everybody.